Welcome to my channel. My name is Helen, and I am a consultant with Mary and Martha, which is a direct sales company, a division of Dayspring. So we're a Christian company, and we do partner with Compassion International. So a portion of every sale and every gathering goes to support children in Tanzania and other third world countries. So I'm starting this channel because I wanted to bring some awareness to Mary and Martha. And so for today's video, what I would like to do is, you can obviously see my background is all decorated for Christmas, and I want to show you how to change that into Valentine's Day decorations. So I will be using the products that are behind me for the most part. Some of them don't transition very well, so I may not have a Valentine's version of that. So anyway, stay tuned and you will see how to go from Christmas to Valentine's Day with Mary and Martha products. So the first thing I'm going to transform for you into Valentine's is this ampersand letterboard. So as you can see, that's a Christmas verse. I hope this is not backwards to you. It looks backwards to me in my display. But anyway, so just hang on and I will show you how to transform this. I had to stop recording last night because my internet went out, but there is the ampersand letterboard all ready for Valentine's Day. So the next item that I'm going to work on is this small lantern. We do sell this. It still has a price tag on it from my last vendor show. We sell this in two different sizes. This is the small one. We sell a medium and a large, and as you can see, I have it decorated for Christmas. So the first thing I'm going to do is to pull out the candle. If you wanted to use a red candle for Valentine's Day, I think that would be fine. I actually prefer pink for Valentine's Day. I just noticed this has a wick on both ends. That's kind of interesting. So anyway, one nice thing about this product is that this pulls out, so it makes it helpful to light the candle because you can just pull it up a little bit and light it. I'm going to take this out, and this doesn't go all the way to the bottom. And then I'm just going to take a little baggie and get these balls out. I got these, and most of the decor that I use, I get at the dollar store, like Dollar Tree. As you may know, the original packaging that they have is not reusable. I don't have any Ziploc bags in here, so I'll just make do with this for now. Okay. I tried to find some pink and red or maybe white glittery balls like these to put in there, but I couldn't find anything. But what I did find was these. So I don't know how these are going to work, but we're going to put a few of them in there and find out. You do, before you decorate this lantern or any of our lanterns, you want to think about whether or not you're going to light the lantern and fire safety issues. You don't want to put anything flammable near where you're going to light flames. So I'm just going to put a handful of these down in here. We need some more red. Hard to pull it out of this packaging. So there's that, which, unless you look at it from the bottom, you can't really tell that they're hearts. I also have another one, the confetti heart, which we can put in there. We'll just take a handful of those, sprinkle those in there. And we can save these and use them for something else. Now here's the pièce de resistance for this, is these lights. Okay, so here are the lights untangled. So my idea was to just kind of wrap them around. And it may take some time to get that fixed. Well, okay, let me angle this down so you can see what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Maybe more of our, but keep in mind that this is going to go down in here too. What I may end up doing is taking out that battery compartment and gluing these kind of hearts, or some of the hearts to it. So let me just give you a general idea of how this is going to look. And in fact, just have an idea. I'm going to take this out. So the thing about the decorating is that you don't have to have one plan, you execute it and you're done. You are kind of going, you know, as you go and you see, oh, this looks good, let me try this. So I'm gonna, if I could put this battery compartment, which I need to go ahead and switch on, I guess. Put it underneath this thing. Just leave it in the middle there. And then maybe kind of use, like what I'm doing is I'm going up under these to kind of make it stay in that shape. And then pushing it down. It doesn't look as good on camera as it does. And like I said, what I want to do is maybe fix it so it'll stay that way and also cover up that battery compartment. So it definitely looks better, more ready for Valentine's Day. Oh, I forgot. Yes, there's a candle. And you can get a pink candle if you want. And so now that is definitely more ready for Valentine's Day than it was. Could be better. I might make some changes to that. And before I forget, I'm going to do a nice, what I call a photo shoot that will have more than these products in there. And if you want to see that finished product, you can join my Facebook VIP group. So I will let you comment if you want to be added to that group. And then you can see the finished product of all of these things. So we still have, and I think I will do the picture next. I have two pictures. That's my favorite one. That's the Grace and Gratitude picture. I also have this Simply Elegant. I'm sorry, I don't have the right lighting. Hold on, let me change something here. Keep in mind, this is my first YouTube video, so I don't have the proper equipment because you still can't see it. If I pull this out here, can you see that it says blessed embossed on it on both sides? Well, one thing I can do to de-Christmas this is get rid of this red bow. Just toss that over there. And I have some different dip bowls. We can just switch out the dip bowls with the other dip bowls and use some different mugs. So I will be back in a few minutes to fix the picture. Let's tackle this picture. I keep bumping into the bookcase, shaking it. So I got these flowers from Dollar Tree. So that makes it easy. Just take them out, put them over there. And now, see what I've got. So I've got a bunch of these roses that I got at Dollar Tree. All right, so we'll take these and try to gather them up into a bouquet. Can't even see what I'm doing. So I'm gathering these Dollar Tree roses into a bouquet. Now, obviously, if you want to use fresh flowers, you most certainly can do that. I don't always have access to fresh flowers. In the summer and sometimes in the spring, I have a lot of beautiful things that grow around my house, so I do fresh things then. So we'll put these in the pitcher, which those look nice on their own. But I also have, and I don't even know what to call these, but they're pretty. So I'll put those maybe in the middle. And this is just like flower arranging. You can do it however you want. And I don't know if these were meant to be torn off or just bent around so that they look good. So I can put those in the middle also and kind of work them around so that they're not all in one spot. Maybe even put them through the pink ones. You can do whatever you want. This is where you get to be creative. I also have this. I don't know how appropriate this is for this time of the year, but I have it. Oh, there's another rose. Yep. I use this in the spring and summer as well because we don't normally have tall grass this time of the year. So I'm not going to put that one in. And then here's this one. But to be perfectly honest, I think it looks really pretty the way it is. So I'm just going to put it back. And there, it is really starting to look more Valentine's Day-y. I'm going to go ahead and address this right here. This is a product that we no longer carry. It's discontinued. I do have one left that I'm willing to sell. So let me get rid of this. All right, I'm not going to replace it. I have a Valentine's Day wreath, but there's no point in replacing something we don't have anymore. All right. So in the next video, or the next section of the video, I will tackle one of these other things. Okay, the next adjustment we're going to make is pretty easy. I'm going to take these Christmas mugs down and replace them with this mug, which says serving him on one side. And then on the other side, it says he shines through in the way you give, the way you serve, the way you love. So I'm just going to put this here. Now, caution, we don't always carry that mug, so I don't know if that is, it's not available now, but if it's going to be available starting in February, I don't know. All right, the next thing we're going to do is take these Christmas dip bowls that have been discontinued, place them with Grace and Gratitude dip bowls. I'm really sorry about the lighting here because you can hardly see some of this stuff. But like I said, I don't have the right equipment or the right lighting. So this actually is kind of a taupe color on the inside. My favorite one. Pink. Like that. I like pink. So I'll probably put that one on the top. And then we'll put these here. Oh, while we're doing that, We're going to pull out this other Christmas mug and set it aside. So now it is starting to look a little better. You notice that two-tiered stand is still decorated for Christmas. So I will fix that later. I want to try to get some more stuff to put in that. So I may have a different outfit on when I do that one, but we will see. So I hope that you like what I've done so far. In this part of the video, we are going to transform this two-tiered stand. It's heavy because it has glass in it. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off this Christmas bow, which I have wrapped around here pretty well. It's attached with wire. And we may end up needing that wire because I wanted to put a more Valentine's looking ribbon around the top. So it's just all tangled up. I'll probably speed this part up. Wish I had some wire cutters right here. Okay, we'll worry about that later. And then these, I got these at Michael's, just little Christmas. I actually got them for mantle decorations. So anyway, that's got a little piece of debris in there. So each one of these baskets comes with a piece of glass. I don't know what happened to that piece of debris now. So I'm gonna put this back in here. And I have a whole nother video showing how I set this thing up. So I'm just gonna put this back, and I want to make sure that this little tag here, this is grateful for God's goodness, is lined up with the one like it on the bottom. And I'll show you the bottom basket, which is kind of hard to get out once it's set up, but this is the bottom basket, and it says thankful for God's love. So what I'm going to do on the bottom, and if you're wondering, I don't remember if I said this in the other parts of the video or not, because obviously I've been doing this over several days. And my chair is sinking, by the way, right now. So I'm about to get shorter. I'm getting shorter. Hold on. So, sorry. There we go. There we go. All right, so I got this at the dollar store. I thought this was perfect. I don't know if you can see this. Obviously, it's in the shape of a cross. And it says, love bears all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. I'm just going to put this in the front part of the bottom basket. So it looks like that. Windows wants to restart right now. That is not a good time. Remind me tomorrow. Okay. So, and then what I want to put here, this is one of our products. This is called Tears in a Bottle. And it reminds us that God stores our tears in his bottle. And it comes with a little card on it that says, your every thought is in his care. Let this bottle remind you of the constant love that holds you. You keep track of all my sorrows. You've collected all my tears in your bottle. You've recorded each one in your book. So I'm going to put this in the top tier. And now I'm going to make a ribbon. And okay. So I don't know if you all know how to make a bow out of ribbon. Let me tilt this down so you can see what I'm doing. So you take, well, it may end up being a whole spool, which is fine. You just want to make sure that you allow enough to finish it off with. And you loop this around your hand. In fact, I'm going to put this down on the floor while I'm making the ribbon so I have more room to work. So, and you can kind of mash it down a little bit, and that gives you an idea of how each side of the bow, how big it's going to be, and whether or not you want to make it bigger or smaller. So I'll go with that. And then you just kind of roll it up. If you have tape, you could tape this down so it would stay, but, or you could just put your finger there as you're rolling it around. And just roll this up. It's a lot easier to do with wired ribbon, which is what this is. And again, this came from the dollar store. Now, like I said, I want some to finish this off with. I want it to have some like little pieces hanging down. So I'm going to kind of smush it down right here. And now this is going to be the interesting part, because normally I would take part of this ribbon. In fact, I could probably do that to tie it off with. But what you need is something to tie it off right here in the middle. So I think what I'm going to use, I wish I had something to hold this while I was doing the next part. I'll just lay it down there. Hopefully it'll stay. This is more ribbon from the dollar store. And I don't know if you can see this, but does that wash it out? These are little tiny hearts on the edges. And it's a pretty light pink, kind of sheer in the middle and light pink on the edges. And I'm going to take a small piece of it just to do for the middle part. And then I'm going to pick this back up carefully. I don't know how this is going to end up looking, because a lot of times when you do decor, you just kind of maybe don't really have a plan. You just kind of keep working until it looks good. And I'm going to wrap it around a couple times and then tie it. Here. I'll show you what I'm doing. And that can be the front, I guess. I'll just tie it in a knot. And it doesn't matter. This part doesn't have to show. You could make it like that and make this be the front. And I know that looks kind of bad right now, but we'll bend these down like this. And then we'll pull each one of these out. Now, if I had had more time, what I would have done is I would have taken a long piece of ribbon and this and hot melt glued them together so that when I did this, the other part was running through the middle of it. So I think what I'm going to do instead, so now you have a really pretty bow. And I'm going to put that aside. And I think I'll make a similar bow with this. It doesn't have to be as big. I don't even know if we need to use all of this. I kind of hate to cut it just in case we do. Oops. I tore the ribbon. Okay. I'll just cut the end of the ribbon off now. We don't need that. And we want this to be significantly smaller of a bow so it fits in the middle of this one. So we kind of want, and this isn't going to work the same as the other. It's not going to be as floofy. And I don't want it to be. I don't know. That might be a little too small. I wish I had better lighting. Let me try to turn the brightness down on that light. Okay. Maybe that's a little better. It's sticking to itself, so. it keeps on, the hearts are all sticking together. I think that's probably the best size. So I'll get the other one out of the way for right now. And I don't think I'm going to need all of the little heart ones. Let me try to hold it right here. And this is, like I said, going to be harder to make because these little hearts are sticking together. They keep getting caught on each other. And I'm going to leave this because I'm going to have to tie it around the other ribbon. I'm just going to try to separate this a little bit. And this is, like I said, it won't be as floofy as the other one was because of the wire. The wire really makes it hold its shape. But I think this is really pretty. Again, you may not be able to see that. It's not showing up as pretty as it is because of my lighting issue. But now I'm going to take it like this and just fasten it in the center like this. So let me take what I have left from here and tie it around here. Now you may think that this is a little extra and maybe it doesn't need that, and then you may be right, but this is just all about, you know, what you think looks good. And now I think this is a beautiful little bow. We might want to straighten it up a little here. So now this is the part that I might edit this part of the video out, trying to get this wire off from the Christmas bow. But I think somebody must have done the same thing to make this Christmas bow. We usually, in my family, we keep fancy bows like this from year to year. And I think at one point we had ribbon that looked like this. And somebody scrunched it up and made a bow out of it and used the wire to hold it together. So it is now turned back into ribbon, which is an easy fix for me. So what I think I'll do is try to slip the wire down like in the back, because I don't want the wire showing from the front. So I'm going to kind of slip that in the back. And I think before I do anything else, like before I try to attach it to the baskets, I'm going to just kind of like twist it so that it's firmly attached to this bow. Okay, now I may have to make this like this so that you can see the basket. And the crust doesn't want to stay in the bottom, which is fine. We can do something with that in a minute. But I think this is going to look really pretty. So just twist that up as best you can. And now, if this is going to be like a centerpiece on a table, you might want to do this differently. But I kind of was thinking about having this as something that's going to go in the back of something. So I'm just going to fold up this extra wire so that it's out of sight. And then this is what this looks like so far. And you can kind of like maybe straighten these out and make these hang down more. Now, one thing I have that I can do for the bottom, and like I've said before, this it looks a lot better in person than it looks on video. And when I go to put it back up on the shelf, I'll straighten that out a little bit. I have these that I put in the lantern that I can scatter around the bottom. And anything you want to put in here, like you could use this in the bathroom and you could roll up. These are just falling out everywhere. I'm just dumping these little parts down in here. Like how you decorate this depends on where it's going. I have one little touch that I'm going to add. These are heart-shaped beads from the dollar store. I'm going to hang that on there. And I'm going to alternate because these come in kind of this pink color. And they also come in like a red color. I'm going to try to alternate them. In there. And I think it's really coming together. I know I could have done a better job of all of that. And so far of the Valentine's decor, what is your favorite? We have the ampersand letterboard. We have the glass lantern, the small glass lantern, the grace and gratitude picture. And I think up next, we're going to do this caddy. There's not a whole lot to be done. There's some options there. In the final section of this video, I'm going to be transforming this caddy right here. And I'm doing something different this time. I apologize for the quality in the other videos. I was using my computer. Now I'm using my phone. So hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing better. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this down. And I'm going to switch out. This is an old catalog. I'm going to switch that out for the new catalog. And then I decided to make napkin holders for at least some of this flatware in here. And this isn't real. I got this at a discount store for about $4 for a package. Okay, so let me put this out of the way while I'm working. And I've got this stuff out, so you'll have to excuse the mess on my table here. And my computer's kind of in the way too. Hope you can see what I'm doing. So what I wanted to do is I've got this sasheen ribbon that's white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix it to a twist tie so that I can fasten it around the silverware. The napkins that I'm using are from my parents' 40th wedding anniversary. They're kind of a maroonish burgundy and pink alternated. So come back to that in a minute. First thing I'm going to do is glue the twist tie to the ribbon. Now the twist tie is not as long as I would like for it to be, but I think it'll work. Make sure that you are being safe if you're using a hot melt glue gun and that you have one of these things to protect your finger, because you will need to kind of mash this down a little bit. So I'm holding this, let me put it where you can see it. I'm holding this down like this. I'm going to put like I may already need a new glue stick. Okay. Just a nice little line down the middle of it. And then I'm going to attach the, all right, I'm going to be careful that I don't like mash this down without this thing on my finger. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and then I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do. On top of that, we've got some options. I've got these that I got from the dollar store. This is red, obviously, so I wouldn't use this one, but I have pink and I have gold ones of these.
and I've already pulled the heart off of one of them. So I've got this little tiny wooden heart I can use. I've got the heart glitter, but that's red and I'm gonna go with the napkins. But the other thing I have, this is kind of a hot pink, and so it doesn't really match very well, but I think it'll go at least on the lighter pink napkins. We could use that. I don't think it's too bad of a match. And I'm just showing you some ideas here. So if you have better materials that match better, then you can use that. So I think for this one, I'm just going to take the easy road on this one and do the pink heart. So then on the other side, we'll just put maybe a bigger dot in the middle, because this is going to be some weight this has got to hold on to. And we'll just stick this down. Now, the next part that's going to be interesting. Oh, this is what this looks like. And you can see through the sashimi when I hold it up, but when you put it on the napkin, you shouldn't be able to see it. So I'm going to take one of the burgundy ones for this one. And then this is the next fun part, is figuring out how to wrap this up, because this is a little bit smaller than the napkin you would maybe want to use for something like this. So I'm going to take a knife and a spoon and a fork. And sometimes you see them kind of lined up like this, but I think they're going to have to be stacked to make it more narrow. And then you can decide if you want the writing on the outside or the inside of the napkin. You can probably do a little mixture of both. Let's do it on the inside and see what happens. So that your guests will definitely see the writing on the napkin once they open this up. So the fact that they can't see it right now is not that important. So just wrap it up and then take your little thing that we made. And hopefully there's enough of the twist tie left that you can twist it together in the back. And I don't think that there is. I think my twist ties are too short. So hang on a second. Let me go get some different twist ties, and I will be right back. I believe I have some longer twist ties here. So let me get another piece of the sashimi. But let's see how long it is compared to this. It's almost the whole length, so that'll be good. So I'll put some, I gotta mash this glue stick down. Wish I could apply glue in a straight line. Oops. I think I've already about burned my finger here. Like I said before, these are just ideas. The execution may not be the greatest. I'm working with the materials that I have. And I mean, like when I hold this up to the light, you can see that it's not applied very well, but it won't show. Now I've got to get another one of those hearts. If that one will pull off. Let's just get another one. Here's another pink one. So I got these at Dollar Tree. Got 2 packages. I'm going to just pull a heart off the end of it. Turn it over. A little dot for with the heart of glue. Mash that down. And then I'm going to have to roll this back up again. It's still not completely dry, but it'll do. All right, so I'll hold that down like that. I'm going to twist it around in the back. So then your guests can take this off. It's still, the glue's still not dry. And you can put it back on and save it. So there's one done. I'm going to do several different designs. Let's see. just to show you, these were the ones I was using. This is the ones I just went and found. So they're considerably longer. And they're just regular twist ties that come with garbage bags. That's all these are. Actually, I'm going to transform one other piece while I'm here today. You can see that picture behind me. I have something to put in there. Let's try the ribbon on this one. So I'm going to cut the end off that had the tape that was holding it down. And we'll try just a pink one this time. And I need to decide. I think this length of ribbon would be good. Okay, so I need some sashing. And put the glue on it. Leave a straight line this time. Oh, it was better there for a while, but might be helpful to have two of these since you have the whole length of this to get the thing mashed down on. You could obviously use ribbon that's already been made. You don't have to like design your own ribbon or anything. But I like the idea of gluing the twist tie on the back so that you can close it and have different things. I'm going to check the length of this. So there's going to be extra of the sashing left over, so it's okay that there's more of this, and it may not be long enough and we have to cut another piece. So let's go ahead and get our napkin out. And some silverware. I don't know what you call this, goldware. Stack it up. We'll put it on the napkin. And then we'll roll it up. I did this one differently. I made the writing be on the outside. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on like this. And you could just, honestly, you could leave it like that if you wanted to. So now I'm going to take this, and this may be a little difficult to do. Trying to get it flat in the back. Okay, one thing I'll show you, this bow right now looks kind of crappy. Something my mother showed me a long time ago. You obviously want to get the loops the same size. And then if you take, I keep hearing a sound, but I don't know what it is. I'm trying to make sure that this other ribbon isn't twisted, but take the two loops and hold them up together. See, like I'm doing here, and then take the two bottom pieces and pull them down. It'll make it, it still looks a little mashed. Okay. That looks better than it did. So you could just be careful when you glue the twist tie to the sashing that you get the glue all on the right place, because this is coming unglued. But you can put the bow above the white or try to scooch it down into the middle, but I think this is good for right now. So I'm trying to think of other things we could do for the design. Oh, I know what I can do. I still have some of this left over from when we used it in the other project. And this, hopefully this shows up better. This is ribbon, pink ribbon, and it has hearts on the top and the bottom. Can you see that? See, I think you can see a lot better on my phone than you can on the computer. I think that's just pretty. In fact, I wonder what it would look like. Let's see. I'm going to try to make it the same length as the sashing. Okay. And then I'm going to glue another twist tie down. If I can get them separated, that is. Now, just be careful that you're getting, might be a better idea to do dots so you can get it centered. I want to see how much of this it's going to take. It will be easier with this ribbon because we've got this this sheerness down in the center of the ribbon. So it will help get it straighter. Like you'll have a guideline. Maybe just do a little bit of it at a time. Just little dots down the center of the ribbon. It's kind of soaking through. It's going to stick to the table, I'm afraid. And if you would like to buy your own ones of these, that's fine. I'm just showing you some cheap ways at home that you can decorate these items. And I haven't said this in any other video yet, but if you are interested in owning any of these items behind me, there will be a link down below somewhere. This is my first YouTube video, so I'm not quite sure how it works, but I'll put a link somewhere that you can find, or you can click and go to my ordering page. All right, rubber spoon. Somehow I think this one's going to be the best one. And I don't believe I have enough of this ribbon to do all of it this way, but let's do another one where we've got the writing on the inside. It certainly is slippery. It's not wanting to stay put. Okay, and then just, yeah, I think this is the best of the bunch. Except it came loose. The glue it came unglued. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that real quick. I think what happened, it was the first blobs of glue that I put down, and they had already dried by the time I tried to adhere it. I'm kind of sick right now. That's why I'm coughing. This is definitely, I think, the prettiest one in the bunch. Y'all think? I think it's pretty, it's simple, it's easy to do. So, and it doesn't show really from the top of the caddy. What I can do for now is just, so each one has a decorative piece in it. And then I'm going to do like a photo shoot of everything that I have and post it in my VIP page, which you can join. I'll put the link to it. And then you can see what this looks like when it's filled up with the napkin holders. So that's what I'm doing for this for right now for this video. And then the last thing that I wanted to do, let me see if I can find, hold on a second. This won't take any effort at all. I got these at Dollar Tree. They were a little more than $1, but I think they're really pretty. This bow needs to be evened up a little bit. So this is the other picture that I have. And I think you can see the quality. I tried to show it the other day. Still has a price tag on it from my last vendor thing. I'll show the other side. Both sides are the same. It says blessed on it. And I think I'll go through and hold up things so you can see it. That's it. And we'll try to make it fit. I don't know if it'll fit in here. Let's squish this down a little bit more. I mean, you can kind of see it. I know it's squished in there, but what I need is more bookshelf space. So let me show you everything. I think you can see the letterboard now pretty clearly. And I want to show you this again, so you can see it in more detail. This is the tears in a bottle that we have. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where my camera is. I explained what that was in the other video. I'm just showing you how pretty it is up close. There's the ribbon that we made for this. And this, I realize this is a little bit off center with the little plaque on the bottom. That was very close, wasn't it? Okay, made a mistake. I didn't pick this up the right way. So this is a little off center with this, but that's okay. All right, so there's that. I think you can see that picture, the other picture, pretty clearly. But this is what this looks like close up. This is a Grace and Gratitude Queen Anne's lace picture. And here's the small glass lantern close up. I wish I'd had some more of those lights. I went back and got to try to get some more. They don't have any more. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.